Well, hi, and welcome to Proven Principles. My name is Jeff Gamagami, and this session we're going to talk about timing. Isn't it true that timing is one of the most important elements in any business? I mean, really, isn't what got you really excited about ageLOC and Nu Skin is the timing? I mean, we've all been in the right place at the wrong time, and of course that's not very good. But to be in the right place at the right time, wow, you can change your stars. You can change your entire future by being in the right place in the right time and taking the right actions. You know, I've met people around the world, who earn very small income, $10, $20, $30,000 per year. I've met others who earn millions of dollars a year. What's the difference between them? Well, I've heard lots of different answers, but the most compelling answer I've ever heard is that the people who are wealthy, they simply know something that other people don't know. Or if they both knew the same thing, the people who took action have success while the others procrastinate. I want to spend some time today talking to you about timing and how critical timing is to your business. And in my personal opinion, you are in the right place at the right time right now. So let's talk about what's called the S-curve in business. Every single product and every single business will go through this S-curve if it becomes popular. And simply speaking, if we look at here, I'll draw the S like this. Every product goes through the stage here called formulation. It goes through concentration. It goes through a critical mass or a momentum, and then a stability. Now, let me give an example of this. So when you look at a new product, let's talk about Facebook. There was a formulation phase for Facebook several years as Facebook launched that it kind of trickled along and people heard about it, but they hadn't really joined yet. They hadn't really made it. Then all of a sudden hit a point here somewhere where all of a sudden it just went into a concentration where more and more people started to join, and then something happened where it seemed like no one had Facebook and then everyone had Facebook. And then, of course, it goes into a stability phase. We could talk about lots and lots of different things in business that are like this. And so right now, we are in the process. We've launched 3 key products in the ageLOC system. The Galvanic Spa, which helps to deliver ingredients deeper into the skin. We've launched the ageLOC Transformation System, the most successful skincare system ever launched on Earth by probably 7 to 8 times greater than any other company. And now we've just launched the ageLOC Vitality product. And over time, there's dozens of products that they're looking at introducing over the next 5 and 10 years. And so there'll be a very healthy number of products coming in the future, which will continue to see growth happening with what's called the long tail. Now, right now, I would say we're somewhere like here in that early formulation stage in the ageLOC story. I mean, we'll only know exactly where we are today if we look back 15, 20 years from now, looking back in hindsight. But I would estimate we're probably somewhere in this beginning phase, probably about not quite halfway to the formulation stage. Over the next perhaps 3 to 4 years, it'll take before we get to what's called critical mass. Now, every country will have a different time when critical mass happens. It depends on population, and it really depends on the amount of effort and the word of mouth that's going around. When this point critical mass happens is when people have heard about ageLOC 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. It's not the first time. In fact, if you were to go out there in around Auckland or Sydney or London or Johannesburg or wherever you're listening to this around the world, to Asia, to North America, if you were to go out there and ask people in your city, have you heard of ageLOC? 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 You know, I'd be very, very surprised if 1, maybe 2 out of 100 people have heard about ageLOC as a product. And so really it's going to take some time until every single person you ask say, yeah, ageLOC, it's everywhere. What is that ageLOC thing? And at that point, that's when critical mass can start to happen, when we can start to see a momentum phase. It's going to take time for that to happen. And so that's actually on your side. That's a good thing because it gives you time to develop your network, to develop your database of consumers. So as we start to get faster and faster growth, your group starts to catch the wave with them, if you like. Now, again, I can go back and talk about the iPod, or we can talk about Facebook, or we can talk about hundreds of different examples. But what you need to understand is no one joined Facebook the first time that someone said Facebook to you. No one got on Skype the first time someone said, hey, check out Skype. It was only after repeated times hearing about it that you hopped on And of course, we have the early adopters, and then we have the people who come in as late adopters or followers in anything. And so you're in the right place at the right time right now in those early stages. I'd estimate this critical mass will happen somewhere around 2015, perhaps, and so that gives you a real nice chunk of time to develop as big a network as you can. I cannot emphasize strongly enough that you must put in the foundation work right now. It'll seem hard. It'll seem like you're pounding against a brick wall. I understand that, because pioneers, and that's what you are in this stage here, pioneers had to pave the road. They had to hack through the bush to create the paved road for the others to follow on the nice smooth road. But it's the people who pioneer who catch the wave. This is where the money is made. This little window here is where the dollars turn into very, very large dollars. I could show you example after example after example. I know a very good friend of mine and one of my coaches and mentors, John and Giselle Sexsmith, back about 20 years ago when Nu Skin had its first growth wave. They were earning something around the $4,000 to $5,000 US mark here, and 18 months later, as critical mass began, so at the point of critical mass, they're making $4,000 to $5,000 per month, and then as critical mass turned into momentum, within 18 months, their income grew into the close to $170,000, $180,000 US per month. And this is not an isolated case. There are people who went into hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, of course, I'm not making a claim that you're going to do that because I can't predict the future. But what I can say is if you build the right foundation based on product consumption, educating those consumers, and build a large network of people who are informed about that product and understand our compensation structure, at that point when we hit critical mass, you have the opportunity to ride that wave of excitement. And make no mistake about it, this could absolutely, as a game changer, that could change your life forever. And so I hope that this has been very clear for you, that you must, in this next 2, 3, I believe close to 4 years, you must focus like a laser beam, like you've got those shutters on your eyes to understand the opportunity in front of you and communicate that and build as large a network, a fishing net, if you like. So when those fish start to run, when consumers start saying, we got to find this product, I've just been hearing about it everywhere, people have been using it and getting great results, that as they rush for it, that you're going to be able to catch the largest bit of market share. I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope that this has made clear how important timing is and how exciting it is for you and your family and your friends and other people you introduce to be here in the right place at the right time right now. Hope you enjoyed this section of Proven Principles. Bye for now.